Hello and welcome back to the Unrehearsed podcast. This is a Wednesday and we are here with our friend Manisha. I'm so excited to have her here. You guys have been waiting. I know you guys have been waiting because I've been talking about her for a while. But I'm super excited to finally have her on our podcast. Manisha, hi, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me. And I'm so excited to be here and excited for today's podcast.
Yeah, before we get started, I do want to remind everybody that our first meetup, or a second meetup, I should say, is at Apple Fritters on Sunday at 10 a.m. And just come, hang out, eat, fill your bellies before that Super Bowl, and just, good vibes and easy, chill hanging out. So let's jump in. Manisha, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? And just a little bit about you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Um, so I am originally from India and Africa. I grew up in Africa for I was there for 10 years, and then I was also in India for a brief period of time. And here I am in Canada, actually, in it's really cold right now. So, for those who don't enjoy the cold, I do not recommend moving here, but the summers are amazing. So, yeah, that's about me. And I have my podcast. That's where I met Gisselle for the first time. It's called the Random Guest Room Podcast, where I invite random strangers from the internet and we talk about random topics, hence the name Random Guest Room Podcast. So yeah, you could check it out as well. But yeah, that's about me. Yeah.
Yeah, so Manisha had a, super cool idea, and I definitely wanna hear more about that in a bit, but my experience with her was literally just random on the internet. We met, we chatted, and I got
Oh,
onto her podcast, and we had this super cool conversation about totally random topics, which I thought was such a cool idea because you just don't normally get the opportunity to talk to, random strangers like that. So where
yeah.
did you get that idea from?
Oddly enough, I was just sitting on the TTC over here or the subway, and I was always very fascinated by the idea of starting a podcast. I never really knew which direction I would lead to, or a niche, or any specific topic. And even for a living, I found myself really gravitating towards just having conversations with random people. And it usually just is very natural to me, where I can talk about anything to anyone. So I thought that would be the perfect blend. And that's where it started. And I thought, you know what? Let me just go and see on the internet if anyone likes the idea. And I got some really positive responses, which really pushed me to, um, starting off the podcast, really. But
It was such a, cool idea. I mean, I just remember coming across that, Reddit thread and just being like,
yeah.
it's so simple, but it's also, just so it's such a hard thing to do. Like, do you find yourself having, that weird, block sometimes when you have people on your guests as a guest?
I've been very fortunate to have such lovely guests, and including you. We met on the internet, and I think it's just really the filtering process of just going through the person's profile, seeing what work they've done, and whether you both would have probably a good vibe or good conversations as well on the episode. I think that's very important. I should be able to enjoy speaking to the person myself and not just for the views. So, yeah, if they have something to share, I would prefer selecting the guests accordingly and just going through their work and seeing if it resonates. Um, I wouldn't just upload episodes for the heck of it just because I have to every week. If I don't find the right guest, or if I feel like the person is not a perfect match for the podcast, I would take time to find the right guest so that I'm adding value to people's time as well, because I understand that they're going to spend 30 minutes watching it. So it has to be worthwhile. And that's how I really plan my episode. I just think it's quality more than the quantity for me right now.
That makes a lot of sense because honestly, I love everybody out there, don't get me wrong, but there are some weird able to connect with people on just like a human level is so important of just being able to like hold the conversation, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And I am gonna come back to that particular point a little later, but I just like being able to talk to someone is almost like a skill, right? It's just like you have to be able to really immerse yourself in a conversation to really have any kind of value, right? So
Yeah.
I really am just like taken aback by how, like, I feel like
Mhm.
strong is the word that pops into my brain of just being able to, like, be open and, like, trying to find somebody to connect with because that's such a difficult thing. But
Yeah.
also just, like, putting together all of the specifics of a podcast, right? Have you what is your most challenging part of putting it all together?
I think it's finding the topic is not the issue for sure, and I think it's very I adapt it based on the guest that is coming on the podcast, and just making sure that the person is equally comfortable talking about the topics that we would be discussing. But I think it's more of vetting, especially because they're random strangers on the internet that I'm really finding. It's just being safe and vetting through the people that I'm inviting on the podcast. I think that's probably the most challenging bit. And part of which is why I've also taken a little longer to upload my next episode because I really want to set the schedule properly and just make sure that we're starting the new year, even though we're in Feb already. But
Oh my
just really
god, I
taking the
know.
time. Yeah, time is flying. So yeah, I think that's the most challenging part, finding the right people and having that conversation that you would enjoy having with someone. Like it should be meaningful and it should add value.
Yeah, I absolutely love the topics that we talked about. It was like such that's the hard part for me, to be honest, like
Yeah.
trying to put together topics for each podcast to me is like the hardest part. I like struggle so much trying to find something that's meaningful and like you said, will add value, right? Um
Yeah.
but I thought like the topics that we talked about was totally fun and you guys all of everyone at home should definitely go check out that episode because it was just such a fun like random thing that I absolutely would have never talked about, right? But it's like
Yeah.
when you can find those, like, little random topics that you can, like, talk about, because everybody has that experience, right? Um,
Yeah.
so I absolutely love that so much, but I can definitely, like, empathize with the struggles of running podcasts. I think everybody has
Yes.
their own, like, hurdles and jumps that they have to kinda go through and find, like, yourself through, right? I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
I have come out on this other side of, like, doing this podcast as, like, I've learned so much about myself in just the way that I have taken, like, this project and just, like, ran with it, right? And there is a
Yeah.
lot of,
Yeah.
like, learning that comes with it and trying to, like, put that all together. Um, and I think that in that self-discovery has been an absolute big thing for me. Have you, like, had anything like that where you've, like, been like, "Oh, damn, like, I really did that?"
Yeah, with this itself, I feel like I just thought of it, jumped into it, figured out what tools can I use. I asked a few of my friends around and I was like, what do you use, for podcast or those, my sister's in videography. She does editing too. So really taking her help with some things. I obviously wouldn't ask her to edit my video. She may have done the first one, but clearly that's not my forte. I really don't like editing, to be honest. That's why I keep it very simple and try and edit as less as possible.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that just I found myself, like, finding it really hard to do these things as well.
Yeah, editing is actually, I think, my funnest part, like, I really enjoy doing all of the editing. Like, it's that's the technical part of my brain, I feel like, that I can actually be like, "Okay, this like, I can do this, this makes sense." Like,
Mhm.
sometimes the back end of, like, putting it all together is the hardest part for me. But
Yeah.
we do it every, like, time we put together an episode, and we prove ourselves, like, that we absolutely can, and I absolutely love it. That's, I think, one of my biggest, like, takeaways from doing something this big is just, like, I managed to do it, I could do it, and you can too. Like, what
Absolutely. It's sometimes you just need to numb your brain and just do it. Just
Dive
don't
in.
think too much, really. And the more you think, the more you're trying to perfect it and think, oh, I need an editor, I need to find one, and I need to like make sure it's the best quality. Well, I understand, and I've learned to humble myself about the fact that, hey, when you're starting off, it's not going to be the best, right? You're still going to have a lot of things that you're learning, and how you get about things is only with time. And then you eventually start perfecting that. I'm not in that stages yet. I'm still starting off, really just making the intros myself and just understanding the editing part of it as well, which is definitely fun. So yeah, I've learned that I can start something if I want to, but I also somehow I'm a bit of a perfectionist in terms of just understanding that quality really matters.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think that there is a balance for me anyway, because I totally suffer from like the perfectionism.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is definitely a balance because it's like it can absolutely stop you, right? It can
Mhm.
absolutely just be like, "Oh, well, it's not gonna be up to the standard, so I'm just not gonna do it." So I've
Yeah.
had to struggle a little bit with that of just being able to be like, put that away for like 2 seconds. It's gonna be fine, just do it. But
Yeah.
I definitely I think a lot of creatives feel the same way, right? People who create things in any form, um, kinda struggle with that a little bit of wanting it to be perfect before you put it out, right? And
Yeah.
although there's a little bit of merit to that, I'll still say just do it.
Yeah, honestly, just do it. That's like the tagline of my life. Just
Yeah.
don't think too much. Really, it's not a big deal. And, so what if you make a mistake? You're going to only learn and get better from there, right? So, yeah.
Exactly, exactly. What was the most memorable part of your so far, your journey so far?
In the podcast space?
Yeah, or anything,
Hmm.
like, during your podcast or, like, a guest or a topic that really, like, stood out to you?
I think definitely the first podcast that I did, it was a lot of fun in terms of just being somebody believing in me to just kick it off. I think that really meant a lot. And Hans, he has a podcast of his own, and he really like we had a good chat before and after as well. And he was just talking about his experience, and I was talking about mine. And I think that really helped me feel very comfortable recording the episode. And I was very surprised by how seamless it went. So just having that right energy and chemistry between the guests as well just helped me feel so much at ease and gave me the confidence to do more as well, record more episodes. So I think that was by far my most memorable one. And I had a great laugh as well, like during the episode too. So yeah.
I remember watching that one, he was really cool. I was like,
He's
"Oh,
a very fun guy.
they got good chemistry," right? Like, it's just
Mm,
like that fun energy. I mean, I feel like we all
yeah.
chase that fun energy when you're looking for people or connecting with people, it's like, that's your number one, like, heart-driven thing, right? It's like, who's fun and who's got, like, that energy to match mine, right?
Yeah.
And
And
you
even
guys
with yours, okay, I didn't mean to like not
oh,
include you.
no, no, no. No, not at that at
But
all.
but I think we had a great episode, and that was the last one I shot actually. So you've also set the bar really high, so it's hard for me to look for my next guest accordingly.
Well, if anyone out there wants to reach out to Manisha, you can absolutely reach out through email or, whatever, because I know that our community has a bunch of really cool people as well. We have Esmeralda coming next week. She is a coach, an esthetician, like a business owner. She does all amazing things. So, yeah, if any of my community wants to reach out to Manisha, please do so. She is such a sweet person and has just a really good energy about her podcast and treats her guests really well. So, can't
Thanks,
say
Giselle.
enough about you. I absolutely love you and your
Oh,
idea.
thank
So
you, thank
so
you,
definitely, my people go reach out to her.
thank you. Yeah.
But I do want to switch gears a little bit since we are talking about like connecting and people. Um, Making friends as an adult has
Mhm.
been a really big topic that I've come across. With a lot of people online right now. I feel like a lot of people have struggled to connect and have struggled to find their tribe and find people who are willing to be open and um, vulnerable, I would say. Have you found that to be the case with yours? Like your
I'd say
energy out there?
honestly, yes, I'd say it is definitely tough. Finding friends that you could hang out with on a not so regular basis, maybe like once a month, once in 2 months, or at parties, is completely different from finding friends that would you could just call at random hours if you need help or if you just want to chat about something. I feel like that gets harder the older you get. And for me, especially when moving countries altogether, it's hard to sustain the friendship that you've had back home because of the time difference, and also maybe you've outgrown that friendship altogether as well. So I feel like yes, it is hard. I am fortunate to have found a few good friends that I could talk to about random things as well, or just personal things too, which is really helpful. So I'd say yeah, it's quite difficult, especially female friendships as well. I feel like that's a little tricky finding the right set of girls who would support you, who would, be a cheerleader. I feel like the younger you are, the easier it is to form a group, a girl gang or a girl group.
Yeah.
And then the older you are, it's just that sometimes y'all don't relate to the same things, and people's ambitions are very different from yours. So it is definitely harder the older you grow.
I definitely agree with that point. I feel like when I was a little bit younger, not like I'm not even talking like teenage years, like just like
Mm-hmm.
right over the hill, like 5, 10 years ago, I feel like it
Yeah,
was just so
yeah.
much easier to just like find people to connect because I feel like you're all
Mm-hmm.
kind of you're connecting from like an energy space of like I don't know what I'm doing. Life is weird, like,
Yeah.
it's- and
That's
then
your
like
bonding factor.
yeah, exactly, and
Mhm.
everybody's going through it, right? Everybody's kind of feeling that same energy, and then, like, now as an adult, it's like everybody kinda branches off, they all have their own little, like, pockets and niches and, like you said, like, they're driven points, and it's hard to connect over that because there's so many
Yeah.
people that pick different paths. I have, joined a bunch of groups on Facebook just to see, like, what it is like to find new friends because, I did kinda look at, like, my social circle, like, health is a little wavery right now, and I'm just like, like, let's just kinda branch out and reach out and see, like, what's out there, and what I have noticed is that, like, the energy is not there, even if, like, the age range is there, um,
Yeah.
it's like it's very much like I've gotta, like, pull all of this information out of you, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
I wanna have a conversation with you, like, but it's like, I feel like sometimes you get to the point where you're just like, you're the one that's continuously like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And you just get, like, these one-word, like, answers back, and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Do you even like me?" Like
Yeah, it
like
feels like you're in the dating market, and it's
Yes!
funny because, I relate to what you're saying because when I moved here, obviously, I did not know many people, so I was also trying to look for friends and trying to find like-minded people who I could hang out with and just really, do activities together or join a club or anything that would probably help me find new people, right? And I had met, I think, one person off a Facebook group, which the first time we connected was great. The second time around, well, she was so distracted that she was on her phone while we were in a restaurant. And I found that very, very disrespectful because when I'm talking to somebody, firstly, I would make sure I'm looking at them in the eye and talking to them because that is just respect, according to me. That's what I was taught at least, and at least I don't wanna be on my phone if I'm talking to someone, unless it's urgent, obviously. Um, I think it's very, very disrespectful. So for me, that was a cue, and I just, did not talk to that girl again. And there were so many people that reached out. I think there was one where you could post a little description about yourself and a photo and just, trying to put yourself out there and tell them what you're looking for in terms of friendship. And if people are on the similar path as you, they would connect with you. But it just led to adding each other on Instagram and never meeting up.
Yeah, I
Which is
feel
so
like
weird.
it's so weird that social
Yeah.
media, like, almost like a this is the pen that you put all those people in, like, it's like the maybe pile, right? It's like,
Yeah,
"Let's add
yeah.
these people to social media, and then maybe one day I'll get back around to them," right? But it's just like,
Yeah.
it feels icky, and like you said, it feels like I mean, I'm not in the dating market, I haven't been in a while, but it
Yeah, I'm
feels
not
like
either,
what
but
people tell me, right? It's just like of people who are looking and then they get ghosted or like they just stop talking to them. Um, or again, just like half energy of like, it's not really giving I want friends, right? I'm just like,
yeah.
and yeah, you can like go and you can do all the things like you can join the clubs and like, go to all these places and like you may or may not find a good person that you connect with even then, like even so.
Yeah.
And I think that that's just a really weird like time that we live in where it's just like where are all these people? Like, where are all the friends that we used to have? Those connections of, like, being able to just text somebody or hang
Yeah.
out or go get coffee or, like, whatever. Um, it's just increasingly difficult, and I'm finding it really interesting now that I'm, like, actively trying to look for and expand my, circle, where I'm just like, "This is hard." Like, this is really
Yeah.
difficult. Um and when, everybody's kinda got that phase where, like, friends move in and friends move out and, they're all kind of switching directions. But when you find yourself after that, when you have, like, a really good friendship that you've connected with, and then all of a sudden that friendship kinda dissipates or it moves away, and you're looking for that connection again, you're just like you feel lost without it. It's like it's really
Yeah.
like, heavy hitting. You're just like, I this is a really important component that I'm missing in my life, and it's
Mhm.
important that I find it. But it's so hard to find it, right? So
Oh, it's really hard. You're so right. And like losing a friend, especially someone that you've grown up with and you used to be so close to in school, and suddenly y'all just don't have the same interests anymore. And it's y'all have grown into such different personalities, right? So unfortunately, you can't relate to them anymore. And you just have to say goodbye and just lead your own lives, right? And that, I think that hurts. That really does hurt because that's nostalgic and that's that
Mhm.
comfort of a feeling that you've had when growing up. And a part of that is missing, So,
Yeah, I think I've always said that female friendships are super important, um,
yeah,
because it's a connection that, like, you literally will never find anywhere else. Like,
yeah,
it's something so, like, pure and, like, honest about a female friendship, even if it lasts, like, however long it lasts, like, it's something that we hold so dear to our, like, selves or myself anyway,
hmm,
so it's just like it's really important to keep searching and to keep finding, but sometimes I'm exhausted. I'm just like,
yeah,
I need to put you away for a little bit. It's like I'm tired. Like
yeah.
yeah, how is it when like you're in Canada? Do you
Hmm.
notice any like, when you're looking online or talking like, is there certain kinds of, like, cultural differences amongst friends in, like, different places? Especially you've lived in so many different places. Have you noticed any differences?
Yes. I think in India, at least at least the friends that I've seen around, they're more inclined towards social gatherings wherein they would meet at a person's place or go out for drinks or like more of like a party or dinners that was probably hanging out in in a way that you'd call it. Over here, I feel like people enjoy a lot more they enjoy activities rather than the social part of it in terms of going out for a drink or dinner. Of course, like yeah, that does happen too. But you play board games or you go for an activity, like maybe go to activate together or just do like a workshop together. So I've seen that evolution of friendship over here. Maybe it's the older you get, the interests kind of change too. So it could be that. But from a cultural perspective, I feel like, yeah, in India, people would rather go out and have drinks. And over here, it's like, hey, let's go do some activity and do something fun and different. So that's what I prefer, actually. I prefer the latter. I'd rather do activities than go out and go for drinks.
I feel like here it's I'm in California, and
Hmm.
because we have such, like, really good weather and, like, all of this
Yeah,
naturey
lucky.
stuff, it's like everyone wants to go on a hike, right? It's like, "You wanna
Yeah,
go on a hike?" I'm just like, "How
I love
about
that.
we" No, like, "How
I
about we
want
just
that.
chill? Let's just hang out for, like, 2 seconds before the hike, like, and maybe we just don't go for the hike later."
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you're
we
lucky to have the weather,
the
that good
weather
weather.
is we pay for it here is what we say, like, here,
That's
especially
true.
here in the Bay Area, it's like everyone says, like, "Oh, we pay for it," and when it gets too cold or when it gets too rainy or whatever, I'm like, "I pay too much for the weather to be like this." Like, why is it doing this? Like, no.
Oh,
So,
that's fair. That's
living in California is definitely a blessing. I was born and raised in, like, the area. I think, only in high school was I living in Florida for a little while, and the Bay Area has definitely spoiled me in a lot of ways. There's, like,
I'm
so
sure.
much to do, so many people, and, of course, like, the naturey part of it, like, there is an endless amount of things to do, outside and, people
Yeah,
are so active here too. Sometimes I'm just like,
I know. That place
Like,
makes you fit.
it
Yeah,
does! People are like
you gotta be active.
pickleball is a huge thing right now, I feel like that's
Mhm.
pickleball's everywhere, but it's like
Yep.
people are like, I went for a walk, like, super late, just to, like, the park right to here, and it was like, I wanna say it was dark. It was so dark. It was like 8 or 9 p.m., and people were, like,
Mhm.
outside playing tennis. I'm like, "Go home. What are you doing?" Like, "What are you doing out? Go
Nothing stops
home."
them.
Nothing. No, the Californians are so hardcore when it comes to their activities, I swear. They are like, "I'm going no matter what." It's like
I love
so
that. Honestly, staying fit and active is what's gonna keep you young and, just you need to be active. Like the older you get, you can't not be active. I think that's
yeah.
like you're just depleting your health then.
Yeah, your longevity, your health, but also your
Yeah,
social connections. I mean, like, that's
that
like we were
too.
saying, right?
Yes.
Like, the
That's the best
connections
way.
best way is to find a partner to go do something, go to the gym, go, like, play
Mhm.
tennis or go, play pickleball. Um, I haven't gotten to that stage yet. I'm still just like I'm still on just like my basic we used to dance a lot, and that was kinda where my social circle came, and now I'm taking a break because my knees and my ankles are tired.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can
So,
imagine.
I'll have to find another activity to kind of jump into, but for now for now, we're gonna keep it low key. Um
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find something that you like. And I found squash. Like I started playing squash start of last year, and I found a good community over there. And there are a bunch of ladies that I meet every week. I have like different people that I play with as well. Whenever I want to play, I just be like, "Come, I'll book a court." So yeah, you just have to find your niche, really. Like find your sport,
Squash.
find your hobby.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever heard of squash.
It's such an underrated sport, I think. It's
Ah.
so good for your the amount of calories that you burn in an hour in squash is insane. It's a tough racket sport, but very fun to play.
Oh, well, count me in. You just said calorie burn, and I'm in.
Check around you. I think you like it.
I'm sure that there is a club or a, like,
Yeah.
place to play that. I'm sure there's a million people around here that probably do it because I swear there are the
Uh-huh.
weirdest hobbies here that you will never, like, think to if you think about it, it's there. Like, someone has a class, a course, a, like, meetup somewhere. It's like
Yeah, over here too. It's crazy. Anything that you want to do, you could do.
yeah, have you heard of, like, falconry where, like, they, like, have, like, they train, like, falcons and they, like, have, like, actual, like, I'm just like, "Whoa, you guys are" intense.
Wow. Wow, that's very, very niche, actually.
Right? I mean, the craziest
Yeah.
things, but I think it's so cool that we live in a day and time where, like, people are just so involved in so many different things, like, a wide variety, and with, like, social media, you have access to all of it, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
you Google some random, like, niche hobby on TikTok, and, like, a million people will come up, right? It's like, how blessed
Yes.
are we, right? I mean, to be able to have that kind
There's
of
so
reach.
much access. Yeah, there's so much access. And honestly, just having a hobby in general, it really helps. Like it just helps you keep to a good routine and just besides what you do, I think everyone should have a hobby. Learn, have a sport, have a musical instrument, which I'm trying to like learn soon, hopefully. It's expensive. It's really expensive learning an
Yeah,
instrument, but
it is.
hopefully I can start something.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Hobbies are super important, keeping busy, not just keeping the, like, monotonous, like, work, home, sleep, like, schedule.
Scroll.
Scroll, oh my god, the doom scrolling
Horrible.
has got us all in, like, a chokehold.
Oh, it's terrible.
It really is bad. I mean, one of these days, I'll be strong enough to, like, put TikTok away, but it's not gonna happen yet. So
Yeah, yeah, it will happen soon, I'm sure.
I'm sure
We
once
just get
I
bored one day.
oh, maybe.
Hopefully.
I don't know, that, like, constant cycle really just gets you going.
It's a drug. Yeah, it's very addictive.
Oh, well, it's been so fun, Manisha. I am so happy that we finally got to have you on our podcast and just to kinda chat with you. I hope you had a good time.
Yes.
I hope
This is such a fun, light conversation, honestly.
yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I've always wanted just that regular, let's have a chat conversation on my podcast. That's just like the mwah, that's the crème de la crème that I'm
Yeah.
always looking for. It's just like a chat between 2 friends. So
Absolutely. No, this was a lot of fun. And I'm so
I
glad you
am
had me over. Thank you.
yeah, I'm really happy that you enjoyed yourself, and I hope everybody at home enjoyed themselves. Again, if you have any interest at all into being on Manisha's podcast, please reach out to her. She is a lovely person, and her topics are super cool. So go check
Oh,
her
thanks,
out.
Giselle.
And don't forget that our meetup is Sunday, 10 a.m. Please come out and have some brunch with us and just chill. We have some really cool people just coming to hang out. I know they'll be meeting us there. And I wish that you could join us, but you are so far away.
I was just gonna say, can I book a ticket and come too? What is this event? I wanna
I
join.
mean, the weather will be really nice, I can guarantee
I
you.
know.
But
I'll consider.
yeah, come on by. But we will see you all guys on the next one. Thank you so much for listening. Mwah! We'll catch you later.
Bye.